this is what footballers live for. MK Dons are the nearly men. 3 times they've seen their championship dreams snatched away. Is this the year they finally make their city's dreams come true? It will be they to get the ball rolling at the county ground. High noon, high stakes, plenty to play for. Dean Lewington, the captain of the MK Dons team, getting his usual reception here, having been sent off a couple of times against Swindon Town. But Dean Lewington says this is the best MK Dons squad he has been part of, and he's been part of a few.
I think his experience will be vital going into the pivotal games towards the end of the season.
Swindon Town are this young, hungry team which has no fear. They play their game wherever they go. They are one of the most entertaining teams in the Football League. The average age of this team today is 23 years. It's been bumped up significantly by the inclusion of Sam Ricketts.
He'll be delighted with that stat, won't he? It's terrific to see 2 teams like this just play the game that we all like to see. They get it down, they pass it. There's a lot of creative ability in midfield areas for both teams. It's been a credit to League One all season.
There's Smith. Smith again in the team today, ahead of Andy Williams, but Smith has been amongst the goals this campaign too, with 15 to his name. And now it's Byrne who tries to move up the gears, but he was seen off by Lewington. And intriguing battle tactically today, 2 different systems.
It's always good to see that match up against 2 different systems. Comes out on top, tactically better and more aware of what's going on around them.
There's John Swift. A really good international break with the England under-20s side, and that was a dangerous ball looking for Smith, pounced upon by Martin.
It's a terrific little ball, but it was all too easy there. Just seemed to glide past defenders far too easily. Showed him wide, he accepted that space. It's a lovely ball in.
Swindon Town have had a tendency to start quickly in games this season, scoring 10 goals in the opening 15 minutes. MK Dons have conceded goals in the opening 15 minutes too, so the opening quarter of an hour here could be key.
Well, that's what clubs do now. They go right through and fine tooth comb, don't they, to pick holes in the opposition where the weaknesses are. I'm sure Swindon will be looking at that MK Dons defensive record early in games and try and exploit it.
Branco the target here. He's the Brazilian centre-half. Burns looking for Swift. Important ball for Potter today to try and pick up Swift, and he floats in behind Smith and gets between the lines. Lewington closed down quickly by Smith, who was rewarded for his endeavour.
Lewington convinced it didn't come off him.
This is Massimo Luongo. Now Swift. There's Branco. This is Byrne. Nathan Byrne with the outside of his right boot. Comfortable in the end for Martin, but a positive start here by Swindon.
The thing with Swindon, they know they've got Smith in that central area, really good target. They can play that ball into him anytime they like and feed off him.
One thing we are expecting here today is a really good game of football. 2 teams who will let each other play. This is Anthony Kane. to make life awkward for Branco. MK Dons are back in the thick of a promotion fight, having walked away from it for the last couple of years. To stand and watch as others have made the headlines, but now they're back. They have a chairman, a manager, a squad who are desperate to climb into the championship.
Sloppy. No pressure on him at all there, just lays it straight to touch.
Yeah, unlike MK Dons, I think that's normally a club fine. This is Branco. Nicely done by Luongo. Turnbull. There's Stevens. It's Gladwin. Swift on the spin. Looking at the way Swindon Town have set up, it looks like Gladwin, who's no stranger to the position, is playing in the left wing-back role. It's MK Dons to surge forward now with Ali, who finds Grigg, who's onside. Ali wants it back. It's Grigg who went low and tried to catch Fotheringham out. And Fotheringham came up with the answer.
Feel when they give it away here, when they picks it up, he could have played it a little bit earlier there, just delays it a little bit. It's very tight. He just decides to check inside and try and catch the goalkeeper unawares, but Fotheringham up for it through the defender's legs, carries it back. His defenders are aware. Ricketts glad to get it clear.
Sam Rickett is playing just in front of the Swindon Town back three, so that's where they're using his nous know-how. Carruthers on the charge. Powell on the outside. He's played it through here to Daniel Powell, and Fotheringham again comes up with the goods for Swindon Town, but two really good moments for MK Dons. Swift, who does love to carry the ball forward.
Well, the movement here was absolutely brilliant. Good driving run. Look at the movement. Comes across here, and oh, he's off. Just his left foot's just off there. Don't take anything away from Fotheringham. Leaves it late to go down. Comes out there. Stretches that leg out. It's a decent save, but the movement was excellent. Did look offside, but it shows how difficult it is for assistants referees to get it right.
Yeah, Powell with the effort there, but Samir Carruthers with the charge forward. Just preferred to play as a midfielder, as a number 10. That's where he's operating today, rather than out wide.
Keeping it very compact. MK Dons at the back on the edge of that 18-yard box, not allowing any gaps to appear to allow their gifted players to move into.
Ball moved on nicely by Stevens. There's Gladwin. Gladwin. And Smith waiting in the middle, but MK Dons slam the door shut for now. That's Byrne, who's done well, and Smith couldn't convert. There's Gladwin.
Well, Byrne did brilliantly here. Not only did he get to the ball and catch it, then takes his man on, puts a little beauty across there, and he'll be disappointed, Smith, there, not to actually hit the target. He's all energy, isn't he, Byrne?
He's already laid down a marker in this game. Nicely done by Carruthers. This is Lewington. Now McFadden. Rodish looking to move the ball on. This is Dele Alli striding purposely forward. And Dele Alli thought about it, then turned round, then appealed and got nothing.
Well, if he has gone down, I don't know why, because he got himself in a really good position. Once he gets in the box, this is the danger for the defender. He's pushed him in the back for me. There's an arm gone into his back. He's got the pace to get away, and it's Ricketts there. He's pushed him, his arm's come out, and he's shoved him in the back. The referee's in a good position there, but there's a nudge straight in the back. Surprised he's not given that.
First big decision of the game for Paul Tierney. And it's gone against MK Dons.
Oh, he's having a word. I'm not surprised he's having a word there. Certainly looked like a big shove in the back.
He's not long returned from a four-game touchline ban, Carl Robinson, so he'll try and keep his emotions in check. This is Gladwin. Really good open start to this game.
As we expected, two teams who aren't just going to sit back. They're both going to go for it. They realise how important this game could be.
There's Branco. Arrived in this country to play for Brighton and Hove Albion. Didn't quite work out for him, though. Ended up in non-league football before Swindon signed him up. There's Luongo. Smith trying to put himself around. Referee playing a good advantage as Powell was caught. There's Dele Alli. Last thing Swindon will want is that man running at them. Ali gets it back. And Ricketts this time gets in front of Dele Alli.
Well, there you see again. Hardly leaving his side, is he, Ricketts? Realise what a big threat Ali is. Seems to be the complete package, mature beyond his years. Athlete, good on the ball, turns and goes at you, which defenders hate.
Well, his first touch in an MK Dons shirt was a back heel, and he almost had his manager running on the pitch after him.
I'll tell you what is eye-catching, Fodringham. The yardage he brings that ball out his own box. He gets play started for them. He pings a good ball. Sometimes, if you get closed down and get under a bit of pressure, you could be in trouble. I'm sure that the MK Dons will be looking to do that.
Yeah, it's happened to him a few times this season. Where's Fodringham? He has been caught out, but Swindon are a team who take risks. More often than not, he's good with his feet, as we've seen already, but if opponents put the high press on, he can be caught.
Yeah, his distribution is very, very good indeed. You take a risk by coming that far out.
Luongo just about getting the better of Potter. That's Kay. There's Lewington. Saw there again the work rate of Michael Smith, who doesn't give anything up. Hustle and bustle leading that Swindon Town line.
What both these teams do very well is press the ball. They do the hard work, as well as have the gift of players who can turn a game on its head in an instant.
Nathan Byrne being pursued by Potter, who does that job so well. Grigg is on the move. Lovely touch from Grigg. Big save from Fodringham. How significant a moment could that be?
Well, he's kept his team in it early in this first half. Everything was brilliant about this. Look at this for a delivery. Timing of the run, brilliant. He's onside. His first touch is superb. Sets himself up, takes it early, and the save is even better because he does do this. Look, goes the other way, gets down quick, big strong left hand on it. It's a hell of a save, but look at that for a touch. It's coming out of the air, it's come a long way. Grigg is so unlucky. He must have thought he'd scored.
That's 3 saves made by that man already, but that was the best yet. Smith amongst the targets he has to aim for. He went towards Branco. This now is Ricketts. Well, these two teams, game-wise, have had their feet up for the last couple of weeks. Swindon haven't played for 18 days. MK Dons have gone 14 days without a match. And they've come sprinting out of the blocks, both of them here.
An excellent pressure by Swindon. Trying to force the mistake out of the MK Dons.
Dele Alli, space now for Powell. Dele Alli able to curl the ball into the top corner.
What an opportunity that is. Falls luckily into his path, but you just feel he should have done better with this. Again, the movement's good. I'll just burst in there. There's the bit of luck. Comes to him, takes it early, and he's got to keep that below the bar. He's got to hit the target at least. Try and exploit your little bit of luck there, and it's a poor effort by his high standards.
Well, if you're looking for goals, MK Dons are the team. They're the 3rd top scorers in English football this season. Carl Robinson spent the summer showing his players clips of Luis Suarez and his movement at Liverpool, and players flooding forward to support him. He wanted his team to replicate that movement so they could add to their goal tally.
Well, if you can replicate that movement, you're very good indeed, because he's one of the best in the world, Suarez. We've seen 2 instances of decent movement already in this first half from the MK Dons. Nearly got them a goal. You talk about the MK Dons, 93 goals they've got this season, haven't they? It's really not bad, 73, but sure what he'd be thinking early in this game. His keeper's in top class form early in this first half. You want to see opposite number Martin worked a little bit more, I'm sure.
This man can provide moments of magic. It's Luongo. Burn on the charge! A blistering attack from Swindon Town, but no end result.
Well, the goalkeeper's taking centre stage so far. This is brilliant. From start to finish here. Burst of speed, acceleration away. Spot burn coming in. I'm not sure whether that might have just snuck in the bottom corner, but the defending's excellent. There's the experience of the captain, Dean Lewington.
Swift with the short corner. Just behind Turnbull. A really good position comes to nothing. A mixed reaction from the home fans. Some appreciating what their team are trying to do. Others thinking, why didn't you just put the ball in the box?
It's not always going to work. It doesn't when you play that sort of football. It will go wrong. Just got to accept the way they play for the majority of the time.
It was Turnbull. Turnbull again, holding off Bodic.
There's been a walk down the left-hand side for the MK Dons, but not much on the right-hand side so far.
Nicely done by Gladwin. I've got the fans' approval. Lewington. Dele Alli leaning into the ball with his arm as the appeal from Swindon Town.
We'll be desperate to get him involved in the game as much as possible, but Swindon will be desperate to deny him that time and space on the ball, as he has proved the classy player he can be.
And he will be leaving a legacy at the club, because the £5 million transfer fee they've banked from Tottenham is going to go on the hunt for a new training ground all of their own. So it will be a lasting legacy from Dele Alli's time with his hometown club at MK Dons. Carruthers, there's Grigg.
Well, that's brilliant legacy to leave behind, isn't it? You know how important it is to get a really top-class training ground now. I know for a fact my old club, Nottingham Forest, have got a brilliant facility now. We used to train down the river. That's what it was, down the river. Jogged down the River Trent, and the pitch wasn't particularly good, and now it's state-of-the-art. Absolutely brilliant.
This is Kay tidying up for MK Dons, or trying to, but that's ricocheted back to Smith, who could be in. That was a vital challenge on Smith, right at the last.
Well, they get themselves in trouble here. They isolate him there. He's got nobody to pass to. Nobody helps him out. Look at that for a saving tackle. That is absolutely outstanding. Just about to pull the trigger. Look at that foot come in, just in time. An applause from the captain there.
McFadden with that timely intervention.
I'd be a little bit worried at the isolation first instant over there. Nobody came to help him, and he just got a little bit lucky there, the MK Dons, in the end.
Quarter of this contest gone. It's goalless, but there is plenty happening. Plenty at stake here. There's Powell.
We talked about Ali, but someone in your picture is causing one or two problems. When he gets in full flight, he's very difficult to stop.
Referee just having a word with both captains there, Nathan Thompson and Dean Lewington. Now he's off to check whether the ball is hanging over the corner quadrant. It doesn't have to touch it, just has to hang over it. Bodic to take this corner into a good area as well, and Kay was there. McFadden trying to make something of it. This is Dele Alli. Now Carruthers. Dele Alli's cross, Branco in the way. And Byrne trying to give Hodgson the slip, and succeeding, and gets a free kick.
Does very well to hold play up there. You can see why they leave him up, with his pace and his energy. His ability to hold play up there. Excellent, and finally knocked to the ground by Ali.
One of a few who've walked the road from White Hart Lane to Wiltshire. Byrne and Luongo stayed here permanently, but Ryan Mason was here last season, England's new man.
Just great to see people like that get out on loan and go and learn the trade a little bit and make people sit up and take notice.
Lewington. This is Massimo Luongo. There's Gladwin, who a year ago was a removals man, now playing professional football and delivering a cross like that, which wasn't converted by Swift.
Perhaps should have been converted by Swift. Again, problems down that left-hand side, the MK Dons, and again, this quality is outstanding. You've got to hit the target again. We always say, repeat ourselves, hit the target, but that has got to be the minimum you do.
No time to pause for breath in this game. It's flowing from one end to the other. And now MK have a free kick as Will Grigg took the fight to Swindon.
Oh, it's 0-0. Just clips him there, doesn't he? It looked accidental, but he clipped him all the same. How is it 0-0, by the way?
West Foderingham for 1. It's in Bowditch's mind here. Lewington, McFadden, Kay. All there for him to try and hit. Scooped towards that back post and swept away, but the flag has gone up.
The strange one in the end, wasn't it? All the yellow shirts in there. Pulls off to the far post, and he stood offside. That's poor. Yeah, flag goes up. Correct decision.
Wickets, just enough on that. Back to his keeper. There's Turnbull to Stevens, both on loan here from Southampton. At this level, if you work the loan markets well, then your team more often than not will be successful. The likes of Chelsea, Southampton and Tottenham trust both of these clubs with their players, both of these managers to develop their players.
We can see why. The way they play. It's good to integrate them at this level. Toughen them up a little bit as well, but two teams that do play attacking, eye-catching football, it's good for them to come out and learn.
Potter. Ricketts. There's Stevens. Now Gladwin. He does prefer to play in the number 10 role, but happy to operate in that left wing-back position. Looking for Smith again, who was being watched by Kay. And Branco alive to the danger.
And that's actually defended by Branco. Spotted the danger. Grigg could be on his way, one-on-one, came across, timely interception.
There's McFadden. Hodson. Swindon Town coming into this 7 points behind Preston North End, who are in that final automatic spot. MK Dons 8 points behind Preston North End. Some slip here, the game's running out, and the top two could well disappear from view. There's Bowditch. Grigg in the middle, pull back to Grigg. He thought he was caught. And the referee having none of it as Grigg continues to protest.
Oh, this is a second big decision by the referee.
There's Nathan Byrne. Smith is striding through the middle. Byrne played it just behind Smith. He looked to have done the hard work because he was surrounded by 3 MK Dons players and managed to wriggle away from them. Dele Alli. Bowditch. Now it's Ali. Space to operate in here. Dele Alli didn't make the most of it.
Delayed it too long, didn't he?
Fadgen connecting with the ball there, I think, which then struck the a Swindon Town player who is Luongo.
There's the shove in the back by Potter. Fusion comes across. Oh, yeah, oh dear. Catches him right in the side of the head. That's nasty. Straight away apologises, but not the finest moment. Well, I feel they should have had one penalty already in this first half. There's a case again for another one. Bodic plays a lovely ball into Grigg, gets in front of his man. Does he go down himself there? Dear. There's the run by Bodic. I'm not so sure it is, you know. Grigg's the only one. Well, the manager thinks it is, but he's a long way away from it. The minutest of touches, if it was. It looked like it could have been. Again, how difficult it is for a referee to get it right and be 100% that there has been contact.
Spoken about the age of this Swindon squad and this team, and they did make a conscious decision to bring in young players who have been shown the door by Premier League clubs' academies to give them a chance to prove a point. They have spent big money on wages in the past. They have players here who were on championship pay packets not so long ago, and that had to stop. These players are carrying the hopes of this club on their young shoulders, and on the whole, they've thrived on the pressure.
Well, they always say younger players play with no fear. This current crop certainly look to have that about them.
Lewington. There's Grigg.
Well, just as you'd expect, very, very tight. Both these teams very good in possession, keeping the ball.
Carruthers caught by Ricketts.
Good use of the ball. Yeah, Ricketts gets too close, too tight. Referee right on the spot.
They are the targets that Bodic has to hit here. Really try and test Wes Fotheringham. Into a good area and off the back of the head of Grigg.
Just needs to be a feather touch, didn't it? It's across his man really well. Look at the movement there. Just needs a minute touch to cause Fotheringham many problems. I feel that Carl Robinson will be a little bit disappointed if it's like this at half-time with the chances his team have had.
There's Luongo. Swindon Town too have had a couple of good moments in this first half. Massimo Luongo. As Swift. Smith on the run and gets it all wrong.
There you see what Swindon are all about. A little bit of interplay here, drilled in to Smith. Good first touch, lays it off, then he moves again. Unfortunately for him, the last part of that, the most important part, is pretty poor. It was high into the stand with nobody sitting there. But the build-up, excellent.
He's schooled at the world-famous Wallsend Boys Club, Michael Smith. And it wasn't so long ago that Swindon Town were playing with two up front in Smith and Williams, but they had a wobble, they lost 3 on the spin, and Mark Cooper went back to an extra man in the midfield. So Smith and Williams have been alternating up top for Swindon Town. Here's Swift.
Well, we talked about the attacking prowess, but defensively as well. Both teams have done well at times. There's Swift, strong there. Shouldn't have been allowed to get through. Now the block comes in from Vagin again, comes across very well to cut out that danger.
Well, again, the corner comes to nothing for now. Swift will try and control it, but the on-loan Chelsea man unable to bring it under his spell.
But there's the applause from the home crowd. They appreciate the idea, which was a good one.
So a big 4 days this for Swindon Town, because they have a derby coming up. Bristol City, short journey to Bristol, Tuesday 7:30, Sky Sports 1. Watch it live. Mark Cooper, a family affair, back to the club where he used to play and where his dad used to manage. Byrne again with the outside of his right boot. There's Gladwin.
Again, they get down that left-hand side a little bit too easily for my liking. Well, there's the... looks like he's been in a boxing ring there. A little ball with the outside of his foot again. Look how easy this is again. Just gets to the byline, allowed to get the cross in. Not the greatest of crosses. You've got to try and block them, stop them coming into your box.
Powell. This is Nathan Byrne again. Arrived on a free from Tottenham. Pretty good deal.
He's just a bundle of energy, isn't he? He is perpetual motion.
Well, there's Lee Power, who is the man in power at Swindon Town. Tim Sherwood's best pal and former housemate. He played in all 4 divisions in English football, and his link with Sherwood, when Tim was Spurs development coach, built a bridge between these two clubs, which enabled the likes of Byrne to make the move here. A stern word from Paul Tierney to Jordan Turnbull.
Not happy, is he?
Going to have to stop pulling those faces, apparently.
That was telling off from the headmaster there, wasn't it? Yeah. You had one of those, or 1 or 2 of those in your days, didn't you? Telling off from the headmaster.
He was never out of there. This is Branco. Anthony Kay, one of the more experienced players in this MK Dons team. Average age of this starting 11 for MK Dons, 26, compared to 23 years, the average age of Swindon.
It's not quite coming off that, is it? Martin's tried that 3 or 4 times in the first half. Diagonal out towards Lewington. And he's trying to explain exactly what he's trying to do there.
Potter, caught late by Smith. And the card is coming out. First one of the game. Go the way of the Swindon striker.
And we have to say it's a striker's challenge, don't we? It is late, just catch him. There's the ball played. There's the follow through.
Kvajian. It's Thompson. Smith with a nudge, but he came from an offside position.
Oh, the crowd furious. The assistant, they think they're in line with it as well, right behind his arm. They all went up very quickly.
Grigg, nice touch. There's Carruthers. Swindon appealing for handball.
Oh, one's given a goal kick, one's given a corner there. The assistant gave a goal kick, the referee gave a corner. Now they've agreed it's a goal kick. Lovely little header there by Grigg. Not handball for me there. Play to the whistle, don't stop. And just delays it a little bit too much. Who's it come off? No, it's goal kick.
There's Stevens. Gladwin trying to pick out Luongo, who was lurking just on the edge of the box. There's Carruthers carrying the fight for MK Dons, unable to find Grigg that time.
It's a good movement by Grigg though, peeled away and been a little bit higher, it was into empty space.
His hold of play has been exceptional when he's been called upon this season, Will Grigg. Nathan Burns seen off for now.
First thing in his mind, every time he gets the ball, he's going to take you on, he's going to try and breeze his way past you, but he was up against that man there, Dean Lewington.
Powell beating Luongo to the punch. There's Dele Alli. Now it's Daniel Powell. Powell, blocked by Ricketts, doing what he's been brought in to do today, help out his back three.
Well, he's done it a few times, hasn't he, with Ali and Powell. They just let him take this ball into the box, they back off. That's a very dangerous thing to do in the end. They get a good block in, but never try and allow a player with his quality to get that far into your box.
Corner goes short to Carruthers. Not enough on it on the return to Bodic. It's another corner kick which has broken down. Bodic trying to get the better of Thompson, who just stands his ground.
Well, he stopped there, didn't he, Bodic, and then decided, no, I might just get this. See, when the ball's played, he's onside. And there he stops and then thinks, oh no, I might have a chance here. And carried on going, he might just have got there.
There's been a goal in the Yorkshire derby, the South Yorkshire derby. Barnsley 0, Sheffield United 1. Steve Davis with the goal there just before the break. A breakthrough there. Will we see similar here? There's Luongo. One last opportunity for Swindon Town to test Dave Martin at the end of this first half.
It's all about concentration here for the MK Dons and all about trying to put quality in for Swindon.
And so far the corners have been fruitless. This may be an opportunity. Branco got to it, couldn't get over it.
It was a high hanging ball there, horrible to try and attack. You've got to generate your own power, so difficult to do that. It's a looping one, it's a bit of a lazy one, no real pace on it, difficult to do anything with it.
We're heading into one additional minute.
we thought it'd be close with these two teams well matched, and it's certainly been the case.
Anthony Kay. Carruthers on the move again here. Again, though, he's been seen by Ricketts. He's had to make sure he's got in and around Carruthers so far today. Carruthers playing in the number 10 role for MK Dons.
And that's how you protect your back four. Ricketts is doing. Bags of experience. Done it 3 or 4 times so far.
There's Will Grigg.
The positional sense in the centre of the goal there wasn't very good from the MK Dons. They could see where Grigg was going. Nobody's helped him out really.
Plenty happening in the first 45 minutes, particularly the opening 20 minutes when Wes Foderingham had to keep MK Dons at bay. There were a couple of chances, but Foderingham got down to it. There's been a flashpoint right at the end of the first half there. Paul Tierney has just pulled Jack Stevens over to him. Something happened right at the end of the first 45. It has been feisty when these two have met before. Paul Tierney making sure that he is in charge of the situation. Half time, it's Swindon Town 0, MK Dons 0.
Put him right at the side of the face. Never rubbed it though.
Well, Swindon Town and MK Dons share the same philosophy. They play the same way. They will zip the ball around, as we've seen, and try and open teams up. Carl Robinson has always been told in the past he won't get out of this division playing this way, but he believes he will. Likewise, Mark Cooper with his Swindon team. Well, it was an opportunity that opened up there for Nathan Byrne, who came steaming in at the far post.
Well, no surprise to see him on the end of this. And there's his run now. Look at him motoring into the box there. He wants this. He gets on the end of it, but a little bit of pressure. Puts him off balance, can't direct it goalwards, but his energy and his desire to get in those areas that'll hurt you is great to watch.
Both he and Ben Gladwin have swapped over at the start of the second half. Byrne at left wing back, Gladwin at right wing back. Swindon Town attacking their favourite end, the town end of this county ground in the second half.
I think the fact that Swindon got a lot of joy down that side in the first half, left-hand side, may have convinced them to put Byrne on this left-hand side and try and get him better areas.
Well, the challenge was made there by Nathan Thompson, who's just been yellow carded for the 10th time this season. He was walking a tightrope, and now he faces a 2-match ban.
Didn't look a great deal of contact there. Referee in a great position again. They're not the games to miss, really, are they? 2 big games.
Steve Cottrell in our studio can start planning his Bristol City team without having to face Nathan Thompson of Swindon on Tuesday. He's missed a lot of football this season. 3 red cards, 1 which was rescinded. Now a 10th yellow. Lewington. This is Kay. Now McFadden. Risky.
Oof. Just a tad.
Here's Hodgson. Now Bodic. Thompson with the clearance. Gladwin to pick up and charge forward here. Allowed to run a long way, and he almost slipped it through to Swift.
In the end, I think he had too many options. He had Byrne to start with on the left-hand side. See the space he's in. Changes his mind. Again, the movement's excellent. Just a little bit too much on it. It's just well to get back in there. Spots the run. Just gets across him. Enough to put him off.
This is usually a fixture that MK Dons enjoy. They're unbeaten in the last 4. They've won the last 2. And who knows, these two could be seeing each other again in the next few weeks in the playoffs.
Some more to look forward to, if that's the case.
Look at his old stomping ground. He had a spell here as a youngster at Swindon Town. He was back visiting his old landlady where he used to have digs last night, and then had the misfortune of bumping into us later on. He still has a lot of affection for this town and the people here, Carl Robinson, but he is plotting their downfall. Carruthers. This is Powell. Stepped away for the first challenge, and then Ricketts made the second.
To open up for him there, but in the end it's a terrific challenge. Good movement again by him. Just checks inside. Two of them just see the job out. So dangerous. He runs at you every time he gets the opportunity, gets in the box, and if you get that challenge slightly wrong, didn't there, that's a great challenge. And it had to be. There, nearly Branco catches him. And there's the final touch. Times have we seen that so far this afternoon?
Well, it's left Nathan Thompson in a little bit of bother here. Problems for Mark Cooper. Started playing this back 3 in October of last season. They tried it at Rotherham. They liked it. They won 4-0, and they haven't looked back since.
It's not the easiest system to play. You have to get players involved in that system who are totally at ease with it.
Turnbull. This is Byrne. If we had a long think about it, and give Swindon the free kick.
No need to give that free kick away, really. Back the other way.
Moving the ball to Swift. This is Byrne. Now Stevens. Thompson under a little bit of pressure from Carruthers. Trying to draw MK Dons out here, Swindon Town, from that free kick. Swift. Nicely done again by Byrne. A real live wire bundle of energy. McFadden deals with that. There's Carruthers. There goes Powell again, driving at the heart of Swindon Town. It was taken off him by Branco.
Yeah, they go left there. Didn't look up.
There's Luongo. Shown the outside, Massimo Luongo, and winning a corner.
He is one of the players you love to see on the ball, full of ideas. He just picks it up and he wants to try a little trick or two. And it's good defending in the end. Two come across to block him out. Referee having another look in the same corner as we saw in the first half. A little bit of a dip there.
Swift stands that ball up and straight into the hands of David Martin. There's Carruthers. The team prepared to take a time out here and settle on the ball. Once again, looking for each other, going after each other.
Again, you have to say the defending's been good. Spots the danger. I mean, the weight of this ball is really good. Look at the defending coming across there, times it well. It's all about reading the game, spotting the danger early.
Bodic. This is Hodgson. Blanco in the way. Potter. Now it's Lewington. There's Powell. It's been a constant menace for Swindon to try and deal with in this game so far. Got it back from Carruthers. It's Powell. It's all about making the right decision. Now Carruthers.
Oh, that all came to an end, and it shouldn't have done. Powell should have looked up again and done a little bit better. Yes, he's got great individual flair, but there, look up. Doesn't look up. It's all about him. One-on-one there. He had options. Teammates in the box, and the final effort not particularly good, but he should have done better.
Now it's Nathan Byrne to try and cause MK Dons problems.
Every time he picks the ball up, there's an air of anticipation around the ground. Just so quick. And again, two have to come across and snuff out the danger. Fudgen again.
Swift corner again, though. Deja vu, straight into the hands of Martin.
Oh, Mark Cooper going absolutely berserk on that touchline again.
Will Grigg getting back to his feet, Fotheringham again. He's read the danger.
Oh, Mark Cooper having a real pop at Swift.
Nicely done once more by Powell. Thompson then stands in his way. Thompson, who's already been yellow carded, had a worrying look at the referee. MK Dons are wanting more than just the free kick here.
Oh, this is dangerous. Beautifully done there by Powell. And it's just a body check. No, that's a body check. And there again, he's got a good view of it, and you can understand why the MK Dons are a little bit annoyed. Does well this time. He's just taken out. Very fortunate. Sure, Swindon will say, well, he ran into me. It's a little bit cute.
Just been a flare-up again there in the penalty area. Dele Alli and Fotheringham getting involved. Mentioned at the end of the first half, there's always been a bit of spice when these two meet. So Nathan Thompson has survived what could well have been a second yellow card there.
I've seen them given many, many times.
Samir Carruthers with his eyes on this. Carruthers! Fotheringham again is there to deal with it.
Oh, he's having one of those afternoons, isn't he? Fotheringham. Is it over the top? Maybe just not enough pace on him. Gets across well. He thought it was in the top corner. Again, the man in blue denies him.
He was involved again there, Fotheringham. He was fouled. The whistle had been blown before the ball was fired into the back of the net.
What a strike that was as well. Again, he commands that area, gets in there, he is clipped. That's a stunning strike, that is. And there's that free kick. Spots it early, Fotheringham comes across and just comfortably palms it over the top. It's about positional sense for goalkeepers from those sort of situations.
He's in need of a bit of attention after dealing with that corner.
Well, there we are, 16 attempts between the two of them and still no goals. And we're still all baffled why not.
Well, the fan base is building at MK Dons. It's always going to take time to create that passion. Can't just magic it up, but the town are coming out in support of that man's team, Pete Winkleman, whose dream was always to get into the championship It drives him, he's frustrated it hasn't happened yet. They have been so close. Maybe this could be the year.
Cole Robinson's got the feeling it's going to be one of those days that his team have had a lot of chances, should have had a penalty, maybe a man should have been sent off for the opposition, and you just feel that Swindon at some point could get themselves a goal.
There's foul Powell. Grigg in the middle. Foderingham gets to it in a second attempt.
It's just his end product at the moment. He's not good enough, he's not producing. Switch off a bit there, Swindon. Straight from the throw-in. It's right in the goalkeeper's arms there. You've got to pull it back, take it away from Foderingham.
Could this be a day of what-ifs for MK Dons? As Turnbull almost managed to link up with Smith. Turnbull appeals came from the fans rather than the Swindon Town players. There's Will Grigg. Now it's Dele Alli. That's Hodgson. And this time Foderingham is beaten. It's Powell who gets to it. A goal which fills MK Dons' hearts with joy and makes Swindon Town hearts sink.
Well, you've got to feel really sorry for Foderingham, because he saved the initial one. Grigg, there's the run by Bodic that takes the defender away. Plays it back. Intelligent little ball laid off there. He makes a really good save, but the reaction there from Powell is excellent. There's the layoff. There, unselfish. There's the fullback. Big deflection. It's a great save by Foderingham, and Powell just reacts quicker than anybody else. There's the strike. There's the big deflection. Terrific reaction save. Can do nothing about the follow-up from Powell. Just criticising for his end product in supplying, but his end product there in scoring. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
The unbeatable goalkeeper is beaten. Looks like Swindon Town are about to make a double change on that far side. I think Andy Williams is one of them. Trailing in this game, and Swindon Town about to send for their leading man. Meanwhile, Carruthers in need of treatment. Yasser Kassim also about to come on. Big day, big game, big decisions to be made.
Yeah, no surprise to see those two coming on. Seem very highly rated. All about Andy Williams, his goal-scoring feats this season.
So off goes John Swift. Andy Williams comes on. Williams goals to game ratio, the 6th best in English League football this season. And off goes Sam Ricketts. His debut is over, and on comes Yasser Kassim.
It'll be interesting what system he plays now. Mark Cooper.
Well, it's two up top. Williams and Smith together. Yasser Kassim is a bit more, obviously, forward-thinking a midfielder than Sam Ricketts. He'll try and create alongside Luongo. Andy Williams' goal ratio, a goal every 121 minutes this season.
Not bad at all, is it? Kassim, I think, could provide the spark. Been away on an international duty. Long trip.
This is Gladwin. Trying to pin Hodgson back, he got away from him. Hodgson then got a touch on that cross. He has leaped behind for a corner.
Just delayed that delivery a little bit too long there. There, just allows Hodgson to get back in. He's had problems down that side, Hodgson.
Has a little bit of sorting out to do here. A few words being exchanged between players. Branco and Smith, Stevens were in the midst of it all from a Swindon Town perspective.
How many times do we see this old argy-bargy going on in penalty boxes in every division? There's Lewington. It's like sumo wrestling there, wasn't it, for a moment?
It all begins again inside the penalty area. Flicked on by Branco and smashed away. Lewington making sure he got to that for MK Dons.
Well, that was possibly the worst corner we've seen in the match and caused more problems than any of the others.
Gladwin, nicely done. Williams is away from Kay and straight at David Martin.
Well, straight away he comes on, gets an opportunity, hits the target, and the goalkeeper involved drills it there. Brilliantly won there. Lets the ball come across his body, strikes it brilliantly. But unfortunately, straight at Martin. Look at that, could have brought him down, didn't, trusted his goalkeeper to make the save.
He had one of the worst seasons of his career, mainly because of injury. Last time around, Andy Williams. Now he's been playing one of his best.
It was intelligent how he let that ball go across his body. He knew the defender couldn't touch him. The defender didn't. He struck his shot well. Very clean. The goalkeeper right behind it.
Dons with the points in the palm of their hands right now, looking to put the squeeze on Preston North End. Preston, a place where Swindon still have to go in the run-in this season in late April.
Slight hint of panic there by Hodgson.
Williams trying to link up with Smith. There's Nathan Byrne. He stood the cross out. Luongo beaten to it by McFadden and Williams.
Oh, McFadden again. How important has he been to the MK Dons this afternoon with vital touches at vital times? Like, for all the world, that was going to be a free header. The follow-up wasn't particularly good. Luongo must have thought he was in there. The free header, but Fadgen again. Terrific defending.
He's a player who fell out of love with the game after leaving Sheffield United of his own accord. Kyle McFadden. He has reignited his career. There's Dele Alli. Here is McFadden. Dele Alli. Yasser Kassim.
He's been quiet, hasn't he, Ali, in this game?
He's making sure that Kassim knows he's around. This is Stevens. Can't pick a pass. Williams. McFadden's there again.
Defensively being tested at the moment, MK Dons. The introduction of the two substitutes has Certainly lifted the tempo for Swindon.
Massimo Luongo. His time at Swindon, no matter what happens, may be coming to an end. Clubs are queuing up to take him.
Well, the Swindon fans asking for a free kick for a back pass. Never going to happen. That was an interception. All there. It's never going to be a back pass.
Maybe worth a nudge.
If you don't appeal, you don't get.
Thompson. It was a big decision to appoint Carl Robinson at the age of 29 at MK Dons to give him the keys to the club, but it's a decision which may well pay off. Team in front here. The dream is championship football. The dream is continuing, and they've worked it really well with Bodic.
Again, it's all about movement and the timing of the pass. They've done it very well so far in this game, MK Dons. There, look, the movement, vital. Defensively, sound again come across, and still enough to put Bodic off.
Carl Robinson is a football obsessive. Always looking to further his education. He was telling us last night he goes to the Netherlands every 6 weeks to watch games there and see what clubs are doing over there.
That's why you just love listening to him. He's so refreshing. His thoughts about the game.
There's Carruthers. Now it's Potter. It almost came off for them. It was Lewington who made the run forward, but the ball was cut out. Now he's out of position, and this is Byrne. Smith wants to meet it.
It was a really intelligent run from Williams there, allowing that space behind him to be filled.
Kasim. That's Gladwin. That's easy for Martin.
Disappointing finish to build up again. He tried to do the right thing. He tried to drill it hard and low across the box, just too close to the keeper.
One thing he knows is that his teams usually score here. Only Doncaster and Gillingham have kept them out this season on their home patch. Powell again making an impact. Grigg let it run. He knew Bodic was behind him, but he wasn't quite there.
You have to say the final ball wasn't good enough.
Now Yasser Kasim. Luongo. Well, they got the tools to open up MK Dons here. Gladwin. That's Gladwin. Carruthers. There goes Dele Alli on the move. Dele Alli, Carruthers, and that's Grigg! 3 times MK Dons' promotion dream has faded, but they're not giving up on this. And maybe this year the nearly men become the main men, because if they hold on to this, this is a massive win.
It's a sensational goal. It's all about team build-up here. Not about individuals, it's a team goal. Look at the Carruthers there, the determination. Spots that run early by Ali, and then it's all a bit slow, and he accelerates here. Sees that gap to get into. He's a lovely little ball back. And then first time, awareness is brilliant. The finish, absolutely brilliant. So unselfish there, but there's the ball, the awareness of who's around him. Takes it early, And Foderingham can do nothing about it. It's a brilliant build-up, and at last the end product, you see nestling in the back of the net. Great finish, but it's all about the build-up, and Carruthers started it where he did.
4 goals in his last 4 games for Will Grigg, the man on loan at MK Dons from Brentford. The man who is giving his all for that MK Dons shirt, and now Swindon have it all to do. Carruthers. This is Lewington. Dele Alli. Ali gets it back. Now it's Will Grigg.
Well, they're popping it about for fun now. We know they can do that at any time. That goal epitomised the way they play football. Doesn't come off a Grigg this time. He's off balance when he hits it.
Some final words of encouragement from the manager to Lewis Baker, who is on loan at MK Dons from Chelsea, and he will replace Dean Bowditch, and this boy here is a real talent.
When you've got players like him to come off the bench, you know you're in good shape. Well, they're over the moon. I'm not surprised the second goal was absolutely superb. Just shows you the team can work as one, and it's not always about individual flair. Epitomised by Carruthers' ability to hang on to the ball in the first place.
Oh, he picked a spot, and he almost found it. Straight into the action, Lewis Baker.
He knows how close this was. We're going to see how close it was. Thinks about going wide, goes himself, and that just didn't dip into that bottom corner. The idea was brilliant. That shaves the outside of the post. Not bad for your first moment in the game. Foderingham must have thought he was in trouble there.
Both goals he scored for MK Dons so far this season have been special strikes, and that was almost another one. Can Swindon Town regroup here? Questions are being asked of them again. There's Baker once more. Lewis Baker. Franco should deal with it under pressure from Grigg. That's a free kick. Another goal for Sheffield United, who are right in the thick of it in the playoff places. 2-0 now, they lead at Oakwell. This is Turnbull holding off Carruthers.
Well, what the MK Dons don't want to do is just say, right, we've got 2 goals and sit back on those 2 goals, because you know this Swindon side are capable of prizing apart defences. Actually, the man on the ball now.
Gladwin. Gladwin again. Huge 4 days for Swindon Town with their game a few miles away from here, Bristol City to come on Tuesday. They need to rescue something here. Smith putting himself around. That's Gladwin! That's a sharp save from Martin.
Well, he has done a great deal to do. He had that one save straight at him from Williams. But this is a quality save low down. It comes through Hodgson. He gets down brilliantly, because that's sneaking in. Good strike, keeps it hard and low, shoots off the surface and makes this a better save. Again, goalkeepers work on their angles on a daily basis in training. You can see why.
Referee again having another check. Yasser Kassim has rolled it back now into the required position. Turnbull gets up.
Again, it's one of those deliveries that are really hard to attack. It's high, it's hanging, you can get no real jump on it and attack it.
I mentioned earlier on that the city of Milton Keynes coming out in force to support its football club. The youngsters are growing up in Milton Keynes, now being brought up with the club on their doorstep. They have got the passion for the club. MK Dons have twice as many young season ticket holders as any other Football League club, looking to grow the game even more in the city. Being promoted to the Championship will only help that.
That tells you they're not resting on the laurels there. MK Dons, they want to put this game really to bed.
Of course, how the club came about will never sit right with many. MK Dons could be heading towards the Championship. Turnbull has stayed forward here. There's Gladwin again, who has gone for the audacious lob. Two players down in the box, one being Turnbull.
Well, they're calling for a foul on Fadjan again. He's been impressive. We talk about all the attacking prowess, but he's been right place, right time again. Look at that. In the centre of the goal. It's an audacious attempt in the end. Not a bad one. It's an accidental clash of heads there.
So 11 minutes to play on such a big day for these two football clubs. And it's MK Dons who are in the ascendancy here. And he has been hugely influential.
He has. Criticise him at times for his end product, but there, follows up, reacts well, quicker than anybody else. And that goal, Greg, it's a quality finish, but it was the build-up that was so impressive. It's a real team goal.
And no real surprise that Will Grigg ran away towards the empty stand behind the goal to celebrate. He's come up with a few different goal celebrations this season. The one against his old club Walsall was in particular spellbinding. Worth a watch, believe me. What we said in the first half about these clubs working the loan system, if you work the loan market well, you will have success, and Will Grigg, one of those who has been brought in.
The thing is, with loan moves, you've got to pick the right player with the right attitude, who wants to come for the right reasons, who wants to prove a point. He's not playing in his own team.
Well, Swindon Town have to go for this now. Jonathan Abika coming on, another who was once on the books of Tottenham, played in Europe with Tottenham, and he replaces Ben Gladwin.
Well, Byrne coming across again to the left-hand side.
So Swindon Town have got all of their firepower on the pitch. Their frontline strikers are Beaker, Williams and Smith. That's how important this game is. There's Smith. So plenty more football to come on Sky Sports. Saturday night football comes from Stamford Bridge. Chelsea against Stoke City, 4:45, Sky Sports 1. The Royal Blue Ribbons are almost on that Premier League trophy. Fadjan's had his treatment. He has put himself around today. Real star at the back for MK Dons. This is Turnbull. Nathan Byrne. Goal kick is the decision.
Well, there again, Byrne It's in a decent delivery beyond everybody.
Now something's happened on that far side, a flashpoint involving the Swindon Town bench. Seen a few moments like this in this game.
Oh dear me. And that's not on that. That's not on. Lewington has pushed him over. There's no need for that. He's bumped into him and then he's shoved him over. There, look, there's no need for that whatsoever. Sorry, can't say that's accidental.
Well, Dean Lewington thought he initially was pushed, and then he took it out there on the Swindon Town manager, and good to see them both shake hands.
He's got to be careful there. He knows that he was thrown to the ground there, and that was deliberate. Yes, Lewington was pushed, but there's no need to throw the opposing gaffer to the floor.
There's been an undercurrent here today. There are two clubs who admire what each other stands for. They stand for the same things in terms of the way they play football, but there has been an edge.
You say there's been an undercurrent, but there's not been really one bad challenge in the match, is there? I think that, you know, like you say, on the touchline and everything, there is something a little bit darker maybe, but on the pitch it's been a good battle.
There's Yasser Kasim. 5 minutes plus additional time for Swindon Town somehow to save this. But they need something special and they need it now, and Kasim's trying to provide it. Here's Smith. Andy Williams is looking for a beaker. It's Smith.
Well, it's worth an effort from there. He's a striker after all. I'd rather see your striker having an attempt like this. It's just clipped by Williams in there. Header doesn't go that far outside the box. Just a little bit off balance when he hits it.
It's the end of the game for Samir Carruthers, who has operated in the hole today. And on comes Jordan Spence, defender. And that shows you now the intentions of MK Dons. Bit of a over-elaborate fist pumping there from
what are they doing there?
Samir Carruthers.
Paper, stone, scissors there when he played as he went off.
Unusual.
Yeah, to say the least. You call it time wasting. Played a pivotal part, didn't he, Carruthers? That second goal, it was him who started it.
Turnbull. As it stands, MK Dons will be moving above Swindon Town, and they will be on Preston North End's tail. There's Luongo. Turnbull.
Be unwise to write Swindon off at the moment because they are capable, we've seen.
Spence. Now it's Hodgson. Baker with the touch, and Grigg with the finish. And it's a big finish to this game from MK Dons. Will Grigg unloaded MK and giving everything for the cause. If his goals drive them to promotion, they will never forget him.
Oh, they seem to just switch off here, Swindon. It's all too easy. Yeah, look, nobody picks him up, the full-back Hodgson. Plays it beautifully in. Lovely dummy. Knew exactly what was around him there. Lewis Baker, watch this for a dummy. Knows what's behind him. And it's Will Grigg. A simple tap in. Hodgson gets well forward. Plays a lovely little ball in. He thinks to Baker, who just stands over it. Grigg, nice little tap in. You've got to be in there to tap him in, though.
Well, you know, Carl Robertson's been criticised at times this season for rotating his front four every game. He has switched the front four around. He says it's because if they play 6 or 7 games consecutively, they pick up injuries. He has the stats to back that up. So Will Grigg has been alternating with Devante Cole. And Grigg has returned to the starting 11 today. He has looked sharp, and he has done the business. No way back now for Swindon Town. They now have to pick themselves up and go again at Ashton Gate on Tuesday.
Yeah, it won't be easy, that. You've got to pick yourselves up after a beating like this. That's when you know about your players. That's where you find out how strong in the mind they are. They got a real beating by Gillingham here as well, didn't they? Same scoreline, 3-0.
But they're still in there. Automatic promotion may well disappear now with this result, but they can still look forward towards the playoffs. Mark Cooper has to keep their heads up here.
He's got a young bunch of players, though. I think they'll be okay. I mean, he did say in his pre-match interview, 2 of the best footballing teams in the division. He's right in that respect. He's just been out-footballed at times today.
Into 4 additional minutes, and MK Dons are seeking a 4th goal here, although they only have 1 man lurking inside the penalty area with this corner. And Devante Cole is about to enter the fray. That's Dele Alli. Luongo. Turnbull. There's Turnbull again. Now Abika.
Well, it's that man again, getting that final touch in. He's been different class for me this afternoon. Fadjan.
Yasser Kassim. Looks for Abika. It's Will Grigg who is tidying up for MK Dons. This is a big statement from Carl Robinson's team today.
Yeah, they went in before the break. 2 wins and a draw.
Cole waiting for his opportunity to come on. Knows all about League One after a loan spell at Barnsley from Manchester City earlier this season. Powell. Lewington. He's been involved in the big controversial moments in this game. Pushing over the Swindon Town manager Mark Cooper. So here's the change then. Cole coming on, and off goes Will Grigg, who once again has come up with the goods for MK Dons today.
Certainly has. Second to tap in, first quality finish for a beautifully worked team goal.
We spoke about Swindon Town having to keep their heads up. Carl Robinson will have to try and keep his players' feet on the ground. I'm sure they will. After a big result like this, they don't have a top 6 budget in League One, MK Dons. They spend huge amounts of money, but there's Baker, who could be in for a 4th, foddering him out of the picture for now. He's helped out by Nathan Thompson. Dele Alli, seen off by Smith. Straight to Lewington. This is Dele Alli. Potter. Demoralising this now for Swindon Town. MK Dons are casting a huge shadow over Preston North End. They are not giving up on their automatic promotion dream, and this is a big statement from Carl Robinson's men. Powell got the ball rolling, and then 2 goals from Will Grigg, on loan at MK Dons from Brentford, and hoping that his goals will get them into the Championship. They still have plenty to do, but another step on the road has been taken today. Wes Foderingham ultimately beaten 3 times, but he was excellent in the first half, almost unbeatable. But then MK Dons found a way through, and the big controversial moment when Dean Lewington pushed over Swindon Town.